Hi, how you guys doing? Great. Hope to find all of you here in good health. Good to see you guys again here. Are you guys doing good? On a scale from 0 to 10, how is your mood right now? Wow, 10. Nice, great. Okay. Have you had your breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Or perhaps supper? Okay, no matter where you are, I would like to thank you and enjoy yourself. Put yourself in a comfortable mood right now. And because in the next 1 or 2 hours, I'm going to share with you some information I personally think is very important. Therefore, all you need to do, you just, if you have a notepad with you, take some notes here, and we're going to go through some interesting stuff here. Okay, great. Some of you just had your lunch. Some of you lunch, curly say lunch in London. Nice. I love London. Okay, great. So, okay, Sophia from Netherlands. Nice. Okay, so guys, why not all of you here introduce yourself by typing which country you're from in the chat box right now. Let's get all of us here warming up first. Okay, Malaysia, Philippines, Canada, I see. All right, France, Brunei, great. Okay, USA, Belgium, Mexico. Okay, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia. Yeah, in Malaysia right now is 8:40 p.m. So now we are having dinner. I just had my dinner. Okay, great. Some of you from Jupiter. Nice. Okay, all right. Okay, great. So from the chat box right now, as you can see, all of you here come from different parts of the world. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for taking your time for joining me on this special webinar called Awaken Your Period 9 Destiny. Okay, so and how we're going to actually conduct today's session here. I'm going to share with you certain information that you can act upon. How about that? Right, so it's not just learning theory. Yeah, so I think theory is so old school, right? Like a special formula or complicated formula. A lot of people like to think when the formula is complicated, it must be powerful. And I found out it's not true. Okay, I think the most powerful formula is the one you can direct apply, and then that's how you move forward. Okay, so and some of you are very new to this. Probably this is the first time you're seeing me. Type the word me if this is the first time you're attending my webinar. Type the word me in the chat box right now. Let me see. How many of you here are newbies? Okay, you see there's a chat box there? Type in the chat box. Let me see. So far, I don't see any me yet. So are you guys, okay, only one new. Okay, one is oldies. Okay, so, okay, there are a couple of you. All right, so I think around 5 to 6, okay? Great. So, and if you are new to this, probably the first time you're seeing me, let me just introduce myself a little bit here. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant speaker and also a speaker from Joey Up Consulting Group. And the way I actually approach metaphysics is I always believe that there's always infinite possibilities in everyone. Yeah, no matter what type of chart you have, I would say I will always believe the one that drive me doing what I'm doing is because I always believe with the right tools, anyone can change their destiny. Yeah, this is the energy or the motivation that push me going doing all this. Okay, so and the tools that I use, I discover a right tool. It would be Chinese metaphysics tools such as Bazi, Qigong, Feng Shui, Yi Jing, date selection. These are the tools that I use. Okay, and why I say it's useful is because I actually help myself first using this tool. This one is back in like 5 to 6 years ago. I actually learned this. I mean, I'm obsessed with this system, this service system, and then I apply on myself, and then I start to see results, and the results keep compounding by itself, and to a point that I realize, okay, right? It's a time to pay forward. And I eventually use this system, this Chinese metaphysics system, to help others and also teach people who are willing to learn as well. Are you guys willing to learn more? You guys want to learn more about metaphysics? All right, no matter what brought you here today, right? Because everyone learn metaphysics for different reason, right? But I always believe all of us here have a mutual goal here, is to make our life better. Yeah, we want a better outcome in our life, isn't it? Okay, so I discovered this is something meaningful to me to a stage right now. I feel that it's my obligation or part of my role in the society to help to spread the awareness of these incredible tools to the world. Yeah, so that's why I think the online part make it easier for me. Like last time, in order to teach us a program in other country, I had to fly in there. Because even that time we have those online classes, but people not get used to it. People still want to have an in-person kind of event. So I still remember, I think in 2019, I flew to San Francisco doing Yijing Mastery. Okay, but the good thing about that is I can eat a lot of different food. Yeah, a lot of nice food there as well. Yeah, seafood especially. So but there's a limit of how many people I can reach out to. Okay, it's fun. You can fly over there, see different culture. Yeah, I still plan to do that. Yeah, but another part of it is the beauty of online platform here. I can talk to all of you here from different country, different time zone right now. So I feel that it's my obligation to do it because someone taught me this before, or I'm blessed in a way that I get to know this system. And then I think it's good. So once in a while, whenever I have time, I will try to actually spread awareness here. So all of you here come from different background, different profession. Some of you are great in metaphysics. Some of you probably are new here. Don't worry, because we are not talking about technical stuff today. We're talking about, for you to realize that, one thing we keep losing every day is our time. Do you guys agree? Right. So if we don't do anything about it, we should lose it. Right. Everyone have 24 hours here. But if we don't consciously do something about it, we cannot create the life that we deserve. We keep losing money. Right. If you're thinking time is a money, so it's keep losing. Right. Every day we lose 24 hours. So therefore, metaphysics help us to make use of the time or I would say compressed time, so you can achieve whatever you want in faster, so you can have more time to enjoy life. Don't you think this is a purpose? I know that you've seen a lot of people, or even your friends perhaps, they actually spend their whole life working until a point that they don't know how to enjoy life. Yeah, they keep worrying about the future, what might happen to them, what might happen to their children, right? Until a point that they don't get to enjoy life. Don't you, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a great destiny? No, right? Yeah, so therefore, the whole goal of metaphysics, the way I'm seeing it here, is to help us to build certain, enough for us to sustain from financial perspective, and then yet we get time to do what we love, spend time with who we want to spend time with, and then also pursuing our passion and live a fulfilled life. Yeah, not everything about money, right? So this is the part, these are the tools that I use to help people every day. And then also today, I'm going to teach you what I know. So, and throughout this journey of learning metaphysics and practicing metaphysics and teaching it, I discovered that most people, the reason they don't get what they desired in life is not because lack of intelligence. A lot of people think, oh, because I lack of intelligence, and that's the reason I don't get the thing I want. No, they're not lack of intelligence. I believe all of us here have quite above average intelligence, and you don't need to be someone with super high IQ to be successful. You agree? Right? Super high IQ, normally they're quite depressed because they think too much. Right? So I think all of us here actually have enough intelligence to proceed. But since it's not about intelligence, then what we are lack of is because we fail to anticipate what is coming in life. That is the one that actually prevent us from getting what we want. Don't you guys agree? Yeah, if you know, what is the trend, what is coming to you, the moment you can anticipate it, you can actually form a better strategy, moving forward. Agree or not? Right? Let's say you discover that next year you have a chance to meet a group of high net worth people. Let's say you discover that. Yeah, you can see from the chart, by the way. So then don't you think it's kind of like change the way you see things and what to do this year? Right? Probably you want to prepare I would say a great pitch or proposal. So when you meet this group of people, they might interested to invest their money into whatever idea you have, right? So therefore, anticipation is power. So the whole reason why I learned metaphysics is the ability to anticipate. Do you guys agree? Don't you think anticipation is power? How many of you here old enough that you know what Nokia company? Yeah, do you know a company named Nokia? Okay, not IKEA, all right, Nokia. Okay, all right. So, and you know that there used to be the most dominant, handphone or handset maker in the whole world. And now where are they now? Even the younger generation don't know what is Nokia is, right? So if you know Nokia, probably it tells you your age. Yeah, my first handphone is Nokia. Okay, so I'm quite old. In Cantonese, we call this old biscuit, low bang. Okay, so so that is the phone. Yeah, that's the phone that I actually had last time. And if you look at their company structure, that time they're dominant, right? They cannot even see coming that, like just within few years, they'll be out of the market. Yeah, so, and they actually do a study about their business and they discovered that they do everything right. Their management is a gold standard. For example, they follow all the best practices, what a big company should be. Everything is correct. Only one thing that they didn't do: innovation. Agree? Right. So, well, the company, the leadership failed to anticipate, what is coming, what is the big trend is coming, and because of that, that's why I'm telling you, even your party is good, just like Nokia is good, doesn't mean going to succeed. Because the moment you fail to anticipate, then sooner or later you'll go out of business. How many of you agree with this? That anticipation is very important. Okay. All right. Great. Yeah, they could be dominant on this industry. Right now, they switch to other business, right? Yeah. So they could, right now, if they're doing it correctly, they could be dominant even in the smartphone industry. So therefore, one of the reason I learned metaphysics is I asking myself, what could happen, right? What is the probability? What kind of opportunities? By knowing that, we can equip ourselves with the right mindset, skills, and strategy to win in the new world. You know that the new world, the definition of success is very much different. In the old days, right, people actually aspire to become a CEO or C-suite level. Yeah, right. COO, CTO, right? People respect them. And you think about the current world we're in right now. If you ask any youngsters right now, you ask them, what is your dream? What would they tell you? Yeah, it's very rare for you to hear someone say, I want to be a CEO or CTO, right? So they want to start their own thing. In the old days, if you're CEO, a lot of people respect you. Yeah, but nowadays, not much, right? There's just thought you're just one of the corporate stooge. Yeah, there a lot of people think like that, right? That they it's still just someone, and the fact is, a lot of influencer or KOL earn much more money than a CEO. Agree or not? And they work less time than a CEO, so they can enjoy their life. So there are different definitions. So if you follow the old way of to achieve success, you might facing tough time in the new world. Because the new world, the rule change, right? So, and then, which means the old paradigm need to change as well. Okay, so today I'm going to focus on this part. Yeah, what kind of change, and also how does it affect us? Because I think in 2023, this year, as we are speaking right now, is a year that we experience a slow economic growth. I think you see it everywhere from the news, everything. Inflation is super high. Right, some people call stagflation and the verge of recession. And you see a lot of big companies, they are firing, they have a mass firing. So things are not looking good. Okay. So now a lot of people think, oh, hey, Iverson, can you control the economy or not? Yeah, can you divert the economy? I tell them, no, I'm not that powerful. I'm not God. Okay. But one thing we can control. Yeah. We can control the economy, but we can control ourselves. Right. So can we make ourselves more resilient? Yes, by doing the right thing, then you can become recession proof. Right? Don't talk about changing the world or changing the whole industry, the economy. I don't think all of us here have that power as an individual. So therefore, I would say that, yeah, it's a great time for us to reinvent ourselves. How many of you here have the same goal? You want to reinvent yourself starting this year? Well, because this year, based on the my analysis from metaphysics perspective, a lot of people start to realize, there's an emptiness within them, and then they will figure out, I want to do something new. That's why you discover you also have the same thought, or people also have this kind of drive and all those things. Yeah. The next question here is how. Not right? You still need a direction, right? Talking is not enough, right? A lot of people can talk. I want to make millions. I want to actually achieve something. Talk is cheap, right? So that's why for me, right, I don't believe, or I don't even consider what people say. I only pay attention on what they do, not what they say. Okay, so this is what I want. I want to actually do this, and that is what to do and when to start. Okay, so now, how do we actually do this? That always the first step. Okay, are you guys ready for the first step here? Yeah, take out your notes. Yeah, anytime you want to initiate a change, this step cannot be ignored. It's inevitable. It's being honest with yourself. Yeah, like what I try to say here is you need to ask yourself, which area in your life right now that you are not happy? That make you depressed? They make you feel hurt? There must be one area, right? Because you don't just say you change. That one is superficial, right? You try to actually solve the symptom, right? Not the true cause. So a lot of people think, oh, if like that, I thought we has to be positive thinking, right? We have to be positive. No, right? So I don't believe in positive thinking. If there's a problem in your life right now, yeah, I don't expect you to say, I'm okay, I'm fine, the life is great. No. Yeah, that one I consider is crazy. Okay. I'm not talking about positive thinking. I'm talking about being intelligent. Yeah, look your problem right now, and then I want you to know what it is. Because if you don't know what is your problem, how are you going to solve it? Right? You don't know, you have nothing to solve, right? So therefore, let all of you here, yeah, do a simple exercise here, probably like 10 seconds. Ask yourself this question: what problem am I facing right now? Yeah, it could be financial issue, it could be health, it could be relationship, or it could be lack of fulfillment, it could be loneliness, or it could be just lack of clarity, or maybe you discover that you increase 20 pounds within 1 week. That is a problem, right? So, okay, so Cho Mei-ling say it's finance, okay, finance, need more money. Okay, all right. Some of you say need to get rid of toxic people. Okay, some of you say loneliness. Okay, all right. At least now you know. Yeah, this is the first step to every change. I know some of you here, you try to lie to yourself. My life is fine. I'm okay, right? Yeah, but deep inside you're hurting, right? So right now you're not just typing here to let me know what problem you have. I want to be honest, and you should feel some pain. Yeah, you might feel uncomfortable, but this is the first part to change. So now, all the problems that you have here, I mean, it's normal to have problems, right? Everyone also got problems. So I don't feel that you are the only one like this. So now, first step, once we identify problems, then we need to use a tool, right? A tool to solve those problems. So not having money is not a problem. Yeah, you want to know the cause, right? Not having money is just a symptom. Okay, so what is the cause of it? Is it lack of knowledge, or lack of proactivity, or maybe lack of opportunities? So there are different reasons. That is the cause, right? Money is just a symptom. So until you identify it, you cannot use metaphysics to help you. Yeah, because you keep thinking, okay, just focus on making more money. No, right? Because if you are not that type of person, even I give you 1 million right now, you'll be able to manage to lose everything, every single cent of the 1 million. And not only that, you have more debts. Yeah. So first of all, you need to understand that, we are the one that actually creating whatever we want, right? So the person itself has to be the right person. So metaphysics system help us to look into that. So there are 4 systems that I use primarily to actually achieve this. So let me show you the system here that I use. Yeah, that I use for my client and also for myself as well. So now I pay attention to the screen. I'll share for you. There are 4 systems that I use. Okay, so now I use Parzer a lot. I think a lot of you here are Parzer students, right? You learn Parzer. So Parzer, the whole purpose you're learning Parzer is to give you clarity. How many of you here would like to know what is your talent or your hidden talent is? Type the word yes. Okay, so if you do, Parzer chart is the right system for you to discover that. Yeah, because that is clarity, right? If you don't know which direction to go, you look for Parzer. This is important. So once you have clarity, don't you think you already won 50% of the battle? Because you know exactly what kind of talent you have, yeah, why you are here, and what you can do about it. Yeah, how to actually reach or utilize your talent in the most effective way. Yeah, great. Okay, so there you go. That is the one for you. So I use Parzer a lot, especially when I started, because I lack of direction. I'm not happy with my job, but I don't know what I should do next. This is a common problem, right? Yeah, so yeah, you could hate your boss or you don't like the job and you're wondering why you're still there. And Friday always your favorite day. The day you hate the most is Sunday evening because you know that the next day you're going to go to work. You drag yourself to work every single day, yeah, that kind of thing. So Parzer can help you to discover that part. So, and once you know the direction, it is not done yet, right? So I also use this system here called Chiman. Chiman helped me to take the first step. What are the strategy? How to win? Who to connect to? Yeah, which company to work for? Because Parzer can tell you, okay, is good for you is maybe technology company, but let's say you got 3 offer. Parzer cannot decide for you because 3 also technology companies, right? You might think must be right. No, some technology companies are better than the other. So how that requires strategy, right? So therefore, you can use Chiman to help you to actually plan that out for you. Okay. So I want you to know this. So I want you to relate back what problem you have, and then you know which system to help you. Agree or not? Right? Otherwise, you just simply, I use Parzer, I must choose Parzer. No, it's just a tool for you. Okay. So if your problem is you don't know how, it's not what, right? Parzer is about what is my talent, but you want to know how do I get there faster and all those things, then Chiman is the right tool for you. Because Chiman designed to win battles, designed to win war. The keyword here is all about winning, yeah, for Chiman. Okay, don't you think this is important? Yeah, to have these 2 systems with you. Yeah, this is what I use. And the next one here is Feng Shui. Feng Shui is the part is about support. I believe that all of us here, we need some support in one way or another. Agree or not? Right? Support could mean you feel that you feel contented in a way because you're healthy. So our house, if the energy is healthy, then don't you think our health will be better? We always have high energy. Great. So support also can mean in a form like, opportunities, attracting noblemen or helpful people to help you. How about that? Yeah, so therefore, Feng Shui, in a nutshell, I would use the word luck to represent Feng Shui. So you can call it support, or you can call it grace. I would say luck. So I think all of us here need luck. How many of you here agree with me when I say that hard work is important, but hard work alone cannot make you a very successful achieve what you want. You need some form of luck, either the right timing, meeting the right people to help you, right? Yes. Okay, great. So therefore, if you think your problems are luck related, right? Let's say you discover that I go for a lot of interview, right? But somehow I even managed to go through several rounds, but till the final round, I cannot get it. Yeah, somehow the interviewer hit me, the last stage. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, right? You're supposed to meet another interviewer, but just happened that day the interviewer called sick. Then you need to talk to his colleague, and then because you're too pretty, and then the interviewer don't like you, so she's jealous about you. Then therefore you don't get a job. Is it possible? Is it a common problem? You're too pretty, also got a problem, one, right? Maybe the interviewer feel threatened. Oh, if you're here, then you might get all my attention, Yeah, especially, right? So therefore, feng shui is important in that way. Sometimes you also, because of luck, you're able to land in a position, a job position, just because the current position being vacated, someone just resigned. Even though you're not qualified for that position yet, but because of them, they need a person right now, they have no choice but to hire you. That is called luck. Okay, so now the final one here, the system I use also Yi Jing. If you want fulfillment, yeah. So just now all I'm talking about is winning, get what you want and all those things, right? But it doesn't mean you're happy. I think you also meet a lot of people. I would say they are super rich, but they are depressed inside. They are not fulfilled. They always feel empty. They feel that people don't understand them. They feel lonely. Yeah, have you actually met those people? That's why you see some people, right? Even though it seems like they have everything, somehow, they just destroy their life through alcohol or maybe some of them they're actually committing suicide. So therefore, Yi Jing is about happiness, is about fulfillment, is about inner peace. How many of you here want this part? That is your issues right now. Right, then if that is the one, then probably you should study Yi Jing more, because Yi Jing talking about wisdom, and someone who have wisdom, they will not be depressed. Agree or not? Because they have the wisdom to see through. They understand the law of impermanence. Yeah, they know this temporarily. They have a different perspective how to approach life. So basically, the more you use Yi Jing, the more wiser you are. And because of that, you have inner peace. You don't overreact on something, right? You have a freedom to respond instead of reacting. And you see things in a proper perspective, a balanced perspective. So therefore, Yi Jing will be very handy when it comes to wisdom development. Okay, cool. So now I want you to actually do one thing first, is to understand which system, if you only can choose one right now. I know you want all four, right? If you can only choose one system, what is the one you want to use this year to solve your current problem? Okay, so you say Qigong, Yi Jing, okay, 八字. Okay, now you know. Yeah, this is the most important thing. First of all, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to use the right tool. All right. So don't you think if you knew this earlier on, you have more clarity in terms of which one to learn first? Right, and then later on, after I master this, I can do another one. Right, so you need Qigong means you need more strategy. So you 八字 means you need more clarity. You want to know your direction. Yeah, all of them. Okay, Grace say that 八字 first, starting to knowing yourself. Good. Yeah, now you're clear. Do you guys have more? Do you see more clarity right now in terms of use metaphysics, rather than you just barge in and then you just learn everything, and only one thing you get in the end, you see a lot of stars. You don't know what is happening, right? Okay. These are why I know all this, because I go through this process, right? Because remember I told you, when that time I want to help myself, I use this system. I start with 八字, and then I build one thing over another. That's how I start to see results. But one thing I want to share with you here, there are one area that people overlook. Yeah, is all of these systems are governed by a invincible force. Yeah, like this invisible force here is this one. It's called the cycle. Yeah, or some of you learn metaphysics, we call it a period. Yeah, this is a big cycle of 20 years. This cycle, which since it changes every 20 years, it will actually affect your 八字, your Qigong, your feng shui, and Yi Jing. So which means that the way you practice 八字, Qigong, feng shui, and Yi Jing, you need to take into consideration of the period we are in. So it's constantly changed every 20 years. So let me share with you what is period. Period is just like a cycle. Yeah, a cycle that you will change the the way or the sentiment of consumer. If you talk from business perspective, it will also change the way we apply feng shui. Yeah, because this force is a big force. Yeah, so you want to know what is the reason of this. This is about the planetary alignment between Jupiter and Saturn. They are conjunct once every 20 years. And the moment that happened, it actually have a so-called restart or have a great capital transformation. Yes, but not a lot of people talk about it. Yeah, people just talk about Pazi Feng Shui, but you want to be a better user of Pazi, you want to get more opportunities, you want to power up all this application here. So I would say you need to know this, you need to aware this. There's a cycle. So, and a lot of you probably already know what cycle we are in. Yeah, because how many of you here watched my YouTube webinar before? Nice. Okay, great. Right. So I talk a lot about what period 9, right? Recently, especially this year, I talk a lot about this on my YouTube webinar here because it's very important. So this cycle in metaphysics, we call this period. Yeah, there's a period 1, this like the 1, 2 until 9. Okay, so this is every 20 years it will change. So right now we are in the age of period 8, and before we knew it, next year we will enter the new era of period 9. Okay, so let me just show you, the table here to give you a better understanding. Okay, so this table here, I want to look at the year column. So we are this year. Is 2023, right? So we are within this this row here. So what period is this? The period is based on here. You can refer. So 2023 is period what? 8. You're right. So how about next year? 2024 is here, right? So which means that right now we are still here. Yeah, as highlighted on the screen right now, you are here, and next year onwards, you'll be period 9. Okay, it's a great transformation. So now, how many years it will stay until 2043? So roughly will be around 20 years. So, and now the next question here, remember I told you, right, the real secret of learning metaphysics is about anticipation. By knowing something, you can plan your life better. By knowing something, you can choose what to do and what not to do. You can avoid certain unnecessary problems. In the first place. So therefore, this part here, how do we know more information about this? Because you don't really care what period you're in, right? You want to know what benefit first. So therefore, if you know metaphysics, you need to actually look at this. Okay, as highlighted here, this would be the 3 lines here. This is from Yi Jing. So this name of these 3 lines is called Li Hua. You see Li here? Li. All right. So basically it's an image. This image, we put a name to it. We call this Li. Li. So whenever I mention Li Guang, so is this trigram here. Okay. So this trigram contains what to expect for the next 20 years. So the more deeper understanding you have on this Li Guang, the more prepared you are in period 9, so you can enjoy what is in store for you there. Okay, so and now let me just zoom in the period 9, because it's important here. So if you look at this period 9 line, you see that the line is either a full line or a broken line, isn't it? This is Yi Jing, by the way, right? So there are three lines here. We call this a trigram. So now, how many full line here? 2, yes. How many broken lines? 1. I think you get it. You get this, right? So whenever you see the arrangement of this, because this is important, because it tells you everything about period 9, then you might thinking, right, how come just 3 lines can tell so many things? Yes, you can. Yeah, if you know metaphysics, definitely. And now, this, first of all, I want all of you here to know this Li Guar is a fire element. Yeah, if you learn metaphysics before, you know it's fire element. If you haven't learned before, now you also know, because I just told you, right? It's a fire element. So, and why? Yeah, why this is so important is because the period 9 is about the big reset. Yeah, it's the chance for you to reset the playing fields. So in the old days, you cannot compete because your competitor is too strong. They have so much capital, and then they have so much network, they have so much resources, you cannot compete, right? But once period 9 happened, it's sort of like leveling up the playing fields. So don't you think right now this is happening? If you actually pay attention with the news, do you realize a lot of big companies got problems right now? Right, a lot of companies, right, they're laying off people, and then now a lot of indie companies like the startup, and then they do really well. Yeah, in the old days, if you want to use shampoo, for example, to wash your hair, so you have to buy all these so-called mass market brand. Okay, that have a brand on it. Yeah, but in period 9, people would like to buy, if let's say shampoo, they want to buy from this small company like indie companies, or they are using a healthy ingredient inside, and not much about chemical use, and they can personalize to your hair. Do you see this thing changing? Yeah, last time they believe in all the big brand, right? Now, so period 9 sort of like leveling up the playing field. So a lot of people ask, what if like that, right? Since every period we also change, is it means that all period also called the big reset? No, only period 9. Yeah, I don't want to think, okay, period 7 to period 8 also a big reset, 8 to 9 also big reset. No, only period 9 only. So next time when period 9 over, you go to period 1, is there a big reset? No. Yeah, only 8 to 9. Let me tell you why. Because period, what is the element of period 9? Type in the chat box. Let's see whether you pay attention or not. Okay, fire, right? So now, fire burn everything that it came across. For example, like a forest, right? It just destroy everything there, right? So is it fast or slow? Fast, right? A spark of fire can burn the entire forest down. So, and in metaphysics, since Li Gua is fire and the forest is wood, so it's sort of like burn everything. Yeah, the wood are destroyed in fire. That's why you learn metaphysics, the 5 element, the wood always produce fire, right? In the end, the wood will disappear. So therefore, it says that since wood represent growth, if you learn puzzle, you know, the only element that keep growing is wood. So wood represent growth, represent civilization, could represent development. Since the fire is too strong, don't you think all the wood got destroyed? Right? So it's sort of like leveling up the whole thing. So then after that, what happened? In the end, you grow again, right? So therefore, it's sort of like it rebuilt again. So when every wood is burned down, don't you think you have you can compete in a more fair environment? Yeah, now you know the difference. Yeah, I've explained to you in a technical perspective. Yeah, now therefore it's like they rise from the ashes. Yeah, that is period 9. So that's why I keep telling people this is important. Yeah. So if you feel that your life treated you unfairly, you want to break through, you don't wait until you change to period 1 or 1 to 2. Yeah, the most important, the big reset actually happened between 8 to 9. How many of you understand this? This metaphor here, this 5 element here. Okay, great. Yeah, now you know why it's called the big reset. So which means since all the wood being burned down, so there's no rules. So a new rules will be created. So make sure you're the one creating the rules, not the one follow the rules. Yeah, there's a huge difference, A lot of people say, okay, leveling up, because there'll be a time, there'll be a moment, it will be they're going to actually so-called like no rules. So you're the one creating, dictate how this should work, whether your business or career. So once it's stabilized, then you become the rest of it don't make their own rule, you become the followers. Okay, so therefore that's why this is important. So now, let me show you this chart here. This is a very important diagram. So since we're talking about period 9 is 2024, right? So which means that now we are in the big transformation to 2024. So this part is transforming. So if you want to set the rules, which year do you think is the best time to set the rule and build your foundation? Now, right? Yes, you're very smart, because if 2024 happened, probably the rules already created. Yes, someone is already there. So therefore, that's why I say, I keep telling everyone 2023 is the most important. Yeah, that is the reason why. Okay. So now let me give you more information about this this period 9 information. Now, just now you discovered that there are 2 complete line and 1 broken line. Right, 2 complete lines and 1 broken line here, right? So in Yijing study, a full line or the complete line represent a tangible product, something you can see, yeah, something you can hold, is real. Okay, so whenever there's a broken line means that something intangible, you can see it, but you cannot touch. It's not tangible, like knowledge. Right? Knowledge, you know what it is, but you cannot see knowledge. Right? So the yang line is like products, like a car. And anything that you can touch, tangible product, that it will occupy a space. Okay. So are you guys so far okay? Am I too technical on this? Are you okay with this explanation or not? Yeah, because I'm talking to different group of people here. Some are very new. Okay. Some of you here are seasonal, you are seasoned practitioner. Okay, great. So now, since you see the line here, there are 2 yang, this is a complete line, we call this a yang line. So which means that this is a solid. Yeah, is solid, is real, right? You see the top and bottom is yang line, right? It's a full line, but internally is soft. There's no substance inside. So this image actually telling you, you will have a lot of fake things happen. Fake means is not real. That's why we call this virtual. Okay? Yeah, nowadays people talk a lot about virtual, right? Virtual reality, virtual assets, yeah, virtual currency, which is the cryptocurrency. So everything is not real, it's fake. Yeah, so it's telling you this trend is happening. Yeah, I still remember when I taught my first period 9 class back in, 4 years ago. Yeah, I keep emphasizing about the importance of this. And that time they should start to do something related to that. Yeah, so it could be investing on those company, all those things, right? So that is the window of opportunities. So that's one thing. So someone asked about healthcare. Healthcare also the same, right? Don't you think virtual reality technology can also apply in healthcare as well, in education? Yeah, so this is the big thing. Now, of course, now you start to see more of it. People start talking about it. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit too late, because now it becomes general knowledge. Yeah, it's no longer something that not a lot of people know, right? So, but now do you see how it works here? And the Li Gua, this Li Gua here also represent beauty, because beauty is a perception. So if you, how many of you here want to run an aesthetic business or something that help people look younger, more beautiful, more handsome? Yeah, so the Li Gua represent beauty, right? So okay, if I want to activate my period 9 destiny, though probably I need to think about this concept about beauty. Okay, so about looking good, because Li Gua is about perception. Is like from the outside, more on external beauty, not internal beauty. Okay, so this is the one that you can actually look into it. That's another thing here. Okay, since this Li Gua represents something is not real, because from far you see it's like you can hold, but internally it's empty, right? So it also represents one thing. It represents that don't you think this also represents illusion? Because you think it's real, but it's not real, right? So therefore, a lot of people will actually have illusion. Illusion means that they are delusional. Therefore, there'll be a lot of mental issues or mental health issues in period 9. Okay, so now if your job will able to help those people that have mental health, Yeah, that would be one of the area you can look into as well. Right? It could be a healer, it could be a psychology. It depends on the tools that you're using, right? Yeah, so and that is help others people to cure, or at least help them to reduce the intensity of the illness. So this is also another area you want to actually look into. There are so many systems can help mental for the mental health. Is it possible a nutritionist can help as well? Yes, right? Because what you eat also will affect how you think. So I leave it to you, do your own research. I give you the outcome here. The outcome here is mental health. There are so many, there are 1,000 ways you can help others, right? That one, I leave it to you. You do a cursory search in Google later or Chat GPT. Okay, are you guys okay? Right? So there are 1,000 of possibility or 1,000 of role you can play. So I cannot tell about all the 1,000 ways, right? But as long you know, in the end, the result that you are selling is to help them to feel better, think better. It will come through food. It will come through yoga. It could be. You can come through counseling or whatever. Okay, guys? So this is the one. And then there are much more, right? I give you some of it here. I think is important. The period 9 also represent women. So you discover that a lot of important position in corporate or the board will occupy or dominated by female. Okay, yeah, this is one of the thing. This because Li Gua in Yi Jing study represent female, so female power. So I want you to actually look and try to do you know what gender you're in? You want to check? You want to confirm first? Okay, check now. Just in case. Okay. Yeah, see, okay, if you confirm it's female, then it's your time, girl. Girl power right now. You're unstoppable. Okay, though this is the part here. And now I give you the general direction here. There are so many things inside here, different girl, different type of female and all this thing. But at least you now, as general, if you confirm you're female, this is your time. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, and you can also look at the fashion part, right? There's so many things. So fashion part also say that, chubby is the new beauty. I think I talked this a lot last time. Yeah, when I did my first period 9 class, yeah, it will evolve, and then that's why right now you already start seeing it. Don't you guys already notice that a lot of fashion companies, the model that they're using is quite chubby right now? Do you see that? Yeah, in period 8, everyone prefers skinny looking model, right? Everyone want to be the steam. Steam is like the new black or the new beauty. But even not, let's say not to say model. Yeah, you just go out, you walk around like in the shopping mall, whenever you go. Do you see that people are more, they have the courage to accept more about how they look, how their body is, rather than do a lot of body shaming? People start to actually don't care about it. Yeah, because they feel that actually chubby is more beautiful. Yes, some of you say curvy, it could be. All right. So how many of you here right now, if you're female and you discovered right now you fit to this chubby category? Okay. All right. Great. Nice. So good news to you, or tell your loved one, tell them now save you money, no need to lose weight. Okay. Remain as it is. Remain as status quo. Okay. So now, only one thing I want to share with you. A lot of people will mistaken fat as chubby. Yeah, because it's a fine line. Yeah, I still remember that time when I told the students and some of my friends, right? A lot of them say, wow, they're so happy. They jump up from their chair, they give high five to everyone there. Or then when I get close to them, I notice, hey, you actually not fit into that category, So there's a fine line sometimes. Yeah, of course, at the same time, they want to hurt her in a way, So, yeah, but I just want to let you know, yeah, this is you need to be honest with yourself. That's why. Remember just now? Yeah, the key to change is being honest, right? So now, let's say this is not you. If you want to start a fashion company, did I just give you some ideas? What kind of clothes you want to sell. Okay. Yeah, why do you think that way? Yeah, not just because of you. Maybe you are not a female even, right? So you're a guy. Now you know some business ideas. Yeah, so there's a lot. Yeah, from there, from the keyword I told just now. I just don't put in step by step. Yeah, I encourage you to think further. Yeah, on that. Like for example, just now, I say that women actually occupy a lot of important position. They'll be very successful. When they're successful, don't you think their spending power is increased a lot? Right? They can spend a lot, right? So don't you think you should start to learn how to sell or how to market your product to women? Right? They are the big spender right now. Yeah. So I want to pick up all these little missing pieces here, so you can plan better for your period 9. Okay. So do you enjoy this so far? Now you get the taste of, I just using the Li Gua, Yeah, the Li Gua. Yeah, but actual period 9, there are 3 Gua you need to learn. Li Gua, Qian Gua, and Zhen Gua, 3. Yeah, because due to early and later heaven. Yeah, but for now, we stick with simple study here. We study purely on Li Gua first. Okay, nice. Once you know this, now you know it's the time, right? 2023. Let me show you again this chart here. The big transformation happened soon. So if you want to be the pioneer, want to be the leader, you don't be a follower. So 2023 is the great year to do something. So the next question here is, what you need to actually do here. So I actually prepared something, yeah, for you to follow. Just follow. So because period 9 rules, word is simple. You just need to do something that aligns to period 9 and avoid doing something that is not aligned with period 9. Right? It's just that simple. Okay, so if you align to that principle, you see more opportunities. If you don't, then you see more challenges. So I compiled a few rules and principles for you. Are you guys ready? Do you want this information or not? Type the word yes if you want this. Okay, great. Okay, you're watching this via my YouTube, click the follow button and also click the notification bell. So next time you can get more of this video as well. All right, great. So now the first one, the first rule about period 9, if you want to align to it to get more opportunities, you need to follow this rule here. Let me show you. Speed up your success. Okay, so let me explain to you what do I mean by this, which means that start before you are ready. Yeah, because success loves speed. Yeah, don't figure out what to do on step number 2 or 3 or 4, because you know that perfect timing will never come. Yeah, because when you delay it, procrastination will kicks in, and you know that our time is finite, right? The moment we lose it, we cannot call it back. So because in period 9, it rewards someone who take action fast. If you still need to think, or I want to check with someone first, I want to do more research, that one is not period 9, because period 9 is fire. Remember fire? Fire burns, they move in a very high speed. They burns everything that they came across. So therefore, yeah, you need to think fast, you need to decide fast. If you want to do something, or to decide something, I think that the moment you get like 60 or 70% information that tell you should do it, I think you take action first. If you wait until 100% confirmation, what happened? Yeah, let me ask all of you here. If every time in order to make a decision, you wait until 90 to 10 to 100%, what happened? You're too late. Are those still called opportunities? No more. We call that general knowledge. Okay, everyone know about it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Yeah, you still can do it, but you have more competition, because everyone will also tell you, oh, I know that already. Someone told me that already. I read it from internet already, right? So we don't want that. So therefore, if you are someone that is not decisive, you will not find opportunities in period 9, because period 9 is very messy. If you slow, you're out of the game. That's how it is. So if you discover you're someone that you cannot decide thing, you need more time, you need to do more research, yeah, then you have some issue. Okay, so now there are ways you can check your barter chart as well. Yeah, to see do you conform to this speed or not. If you have this element which I about to tell you, which means that it's easier and it's faster for you to make decision in period 9. Okay, do you want to know that? Okay, take out your barter chart. I want to show you how to read it. Okay, let me see first. Okay, all right, great. So let me just pull up a chart first. At the same time, please take out your chart right now. Okay, give me a sec here. It's almost done. Okay, all right, great. So now pay attention to the screen. I just shared a sample parser chart. Can you see it? Okay, all right, great. So you just need to scroll down a little bit until you see this diagram. Okay, so the one I would like to focus on is the wood and fire. Okay, so now check wood and fire, and there's always a strength for each element. So you look at the wood, we always look at the beige color for now. So the beige color is here, right? You see it here? So it's around like 60%. Okay, let's check on fire. Fire is here. So it's around 50%. Okay. All right. So let's do another one. Let's use another sample here. Okay, for this, first of all, must check wood and fire first. Wood. Okay, let me just pick. Wood is here. Fire is here. Okay. First step, identify wood and fire first. So the second step here, look at the strength. So for the wood, it's rather weak, isn't it? Here, right? So it's around 10%. And how about the fire? Fire is around 60%. Okay. Now you don't know how to analyze it. I just tell you to look at the percentage of it. Yeah, why this two is important? Because the fastest element in parser, or when we're talking about speed, yeah, in period 9, is about wood produce fire. So if these two elements, the wood and the fire element is strong, how do I know it's strong? 60% and above. If both also strong, then you see more opportunities in period 9 because you take action fast. Yeah, that's the reason. So now check your chart. What is the percentage of your fire and the wood element? If you don't have, then now you know what your problem is. Yeah, what kind of challenges you might face in period 9, right? Is of what you wait too long. Okay, so what I consider high, 80% and above. So someone's Shireen say that both 100% nice. So your chart actually is quite aligned to period 9. Yeah, because period 9 rewards people who take action fast. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah. So when I study period 9 at that time, when I teach it on 2019, a lot of people ask, right, okay, what is this content is, what is the content and how do you do the research and all those things? People like to ask all these questions, what system you use. Yeah, at that time, I told them actually, I told them that I don't know, I don't have a fixed syllabus yet. I have a lot of notes. I need to compile first, so I cannot tell you what it is. Then they say, then I wait first. Okay, so and then another student say, Iverson, I don't care. Yeah, take my card, and then I want to enroll for this. I say, okay, right? I asking them, right? Hey, why not? You want to ask me anything? You just do something like this? He say, no, I just want it. Yeah, I think period 9 is something I want. Some people are like that, right? Have you met someone like this? They just see, okay, this is something I want. I will do it. Some people, they ask this, where do you learn from? Is it from your grandfather? Yeah, where your inspiration coming from? Some people is like this, right? I'm not blame them. I'm just telling you, if that is your character, in period 9, you might not see a lot of opportunities. Okay, do you understand this or not? Right? So the chart just tell you the nature. You still can change. I'm not asking you to make decision blindly, right? I say that if you gauge like around 60 to 70%, you're okay. Go forward first and make correction along the way. Well, a lot of people are afraid of making mistake, right? Oh, I don't want to afraid mistake. Think about the alternative. If you don't do it, you stay put, you wait, what will happen? Right? Don't you think the consequences is even worse? Right? Because you're not growing. Yeah, that's the part here. A lot of people keep thinking about the risk. I think in life, everything comes with risk, right? as long as a calculated risk is okay. You should actually weigh the risk of not taking action. Even worse. Agree or not? Okay, so therefore you need to check. Yeah, I teach you how to do it. You check your own chart to see if how about some of you are zero. How many of you have zero? Either wood or fire. Right. So that one we call missing elements. Yeah, that's why one of the chart of reading puzzle. Yeah, this is what we call the missing element in the chart. So which means that you don't part of that group. So, but yeah, awareness can change stuff. You can use feng shui and so many things. But now I want you to know this is one of the important criteria in period 9. It's about speed, about agility, about responsiveness. So you respond fast to change. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, now you understand? Okay, great. Yeah, I still remember the time when I actually discovered all this period 9. That time I looked at, remember I told you it's virtual, right? So that time, someone told me, hey, you know, there's a trend, actually, people actually farming Bitcoin. Yeah, that time. You know, how many of you understand what I'm talking about? They are mining the Bitcoins. So they are not buying the Bitcoins, but they bought a machine. The machine is supposed to generate Bitcoins because you contribute in terms of the calculation, right? So that time, a lot of people say, oh, I don't know what it is. You know, it's complicated. That time I see the chart, I say, I don't care first, right? Invest first. So that time I built my Bitcoin farms that time. Yeah, that one is around 2000, I think 18, around that time. Yeah, don't you think that time is a good time to buy? I mean, now looking back, retrospectively, is a good thing, right? So had I just wait, and that time, one of my friend, he wait, he say it's so risky and all those things. Then he do nothing. Now I'm telling you, it rewards someone who take action. Of course, I do my own research. I'm not just invest blindly. I still weigh pros and cons, but there's no validation of the research, right? Some of you say yes, some of you say no. So you do your own research, trust my gut that time. I say, hey, he has to go. So that's why I do it. Okay, now, can you still make money via Bitcoin? Yes, if you are great, you know how to do investment, probably yes, right? But different kind of opportunities already, right? You cannot repeat back what I did last time already. It's different. So I don't want to think, or if I don't do it now, then next year the opportunities come again. No, maybe other opportunities. Yeah. So did I apply the principle of period 9? Yes. Yeah, I apply it. Yeah, it has to be fast. Okay, cool. Do you like this piece of information? Yeah, just remember one word here, right? Success loves speed. Period 9 love speed. This is the one here. Okay, all right. So if you're missing, then you need to be more aware of this, right? You need to train yourself to think that way. Now, okay, the next one, principles about period 9 that you also want to know is this: the courage to stand up of your principles, your opinions, or something you want to fight for. Okay, so which means that as Mahatma Gandhi used to say this, he said that it's always easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone, isn't it? Yeah, and you with a crowd, you stand with the crowd, you feel powerful, right? You feel supported. That one is not courage, but the courage comes from, you have this gut to stand alone. Yeah, this is what Mahatma Gandhi say, not what I say. Mahatma Gandhi say this. Okay, so what do I mean by this? In period 9, it will also reward those people that willing to bring attention to difficult problems. For example, like you work in a company, you discover a lot of problems, but you don't want to highlight it because you're afraid of offending your boss or whoever, then you cannot see opportunities. Okay, if you are someone afraid confrontation, how many of you are afraid confrontation? You want to be diplomatic every time. Yeah, so if you're like that, in period 9, you got bullied. Yeah, so yeah, you become doormat in period 9. You don't like that. You keep, unless you enjoy doing that, it's fine, right? Some people, they say, oh, never mind, I got bullied, I'm still fine, I just need a job. But if you don't like being bullied or being pushed over or doormat, then period 9 talking about confrontation. Okay, And also, you need to be comfortable of being high profile. So which means you need to learn how to market yourself. Your period 9 is fire. Fire is only beautiful when it shines. Agree or not? Right? Shining means you're high profile. You expose yourself. So if you don't like to shine, you feel guilty, or you say, oh, I don't want to do this. I just want to remain low profile, just do my own thing. If you want to do that, then at the same time, you don't complain that you lack of opportunities. Okay? All right, this is important. So in Parter study, there are 3 elements belong to this high profile category. Yeah. So if you have this element, you're okay. Yeah, you're natural. You like to shine even. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, these are the 3 elements here. One is rob wealth. First one. Second one is 7 killings. And another one is hurting officer. All right. So these 3. The most powerful one, of course, is the rob wealth. So now let me show you where to look for this. Okay. Okay, got this. So where do you look for this is you scroll down. This is your Parter chart. Scroll down to these 10 profiles. These 10 profiles group here. Okay, first one just now I mentioned is rob wealth, right? So do you see a rob wealth here? Rob wealth, 1. Okay, so the second one is what? 7 killings. 7 killing is here. All of you sure we have this. The only difference whether the percentage only will be different, or the order of all these elements here. Okay, so the third one is hurting officer, right? Do you see it here? So you have 3. Okay, so now to consider strong, it has to be 70% and above. So let's check on 7 killing. Is 7 killing strong? For this person, yes, you got 75, right? You see 75 here? So, okay, strong. How about hurting officer? Hurting officer is 57. So, not so, because what is the criteria here? Above 70%, right? So, not so strong. I just put a cross here first. So, how about rob wealth? 0, not strong. This is 1 out of 3. Okay, yeah, missing rob wealth element. So 1 out of 3. So I want you to check on your chart. How many of these 3 elements that I mentioned, how many of them are considered strong, which means above 70%. Okay, all right. Yeah, this will tell you, right? If you have 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3, you have no problem doing this. Okay, which in fact you want it, you thrive on this. Yeah, if you are not, right, then you don't have the courage to stand up, you don't want to be high profile. So sometimes you don't want to be too confrontational, so you need to do something about it. You can actually change it. Okay, yeah, you're aware, then you change. This is the part here. If it's in emptiness, means cannot. Yeah, also weak. Sometimes it's in emptiness, right? Death and emptiness, that one also, even though it's strong, it suddenly become weak again. Okay, but that one is another time we talk about it. So for now, just look at these 3 strength here. Which one is the one? Okay. All right. Do you find this useful? All right. Once you know this, you must now tell yourself you need to have the courage to be yourself, to speak up your mind. If it's wrong, mean it's wrong. Okay. Talk to your boss in a polite way. Of course, I'm not asking you to become someone rude. No, I'm just saying being firm. And do you know that, a lot of people how do you describe the word bitch? If I ask you, what is the definition of bitch? What would you tell me? Yeah, what is bitch means for you? Challenging, nasty, aggressive. Okay. All right. Okay. So do you know that, bitch or so-called bitches, they get what they want most of the time? Yes, right. Who is the one that don't get it? The diplomatic one, right? This also can, that one also can. You think about this, if you try to arrange a dinner, for example, you have a group of friends, some of them are very reasonable. Whatever you bring them, which restaurant you bring them, they will still fine. They say, I'm okay, I'm reasonable. Yeah, you just choose whatever you want. But one of your friend is a bitch and she's very picky. The moment she eat in certain restaurant that she don't like, she bitch all the way, the whole session. So who is the first person in mind you think first when it comes to a decision to choose which restaurant to eat? And the bitch, because you don't want her to complain, right? The rest of it, you don't care, right? Because they are being reasonable. They're being diplomatic. Yeah, for me, I just think they are indecisive. Okay. That's why everything come to them. Yeah. So therefore, yeah. So I want to actually hashtag or remember this: bitch get what they want. If you don't want to use the word bitch, you can use the word diva. Okay. All right. Yeah. So courage to stand up might appear as a bitch to someone, right? So, but as long with a right intention, you speak up your mind, you know what you want, you know what you stand for, you have integrity, you know, you don't really care about, you don't get affected by how people seeing you, right? So that one, yeah, the courage to stand up is period 9. Okay, great. Yeah, just like a diva. So the third thing, right? The third thing here. Are you ready for the third one? I have got a lot of information to share with you today. Do you have time? Do you have time for this? Okay, great. So by the way, I just want to know whether to check whether I'm on track or off track. Do you like the information I shared so far? Do you find this useful for you? Type the word yes if you like this. Nice. Okay, great. So yeah, so then I can share with you more stuff here. Okay, nice. So now the third thing here is the third thing I want you to know is this. In period 9, you want to succeed, you need to have this you want to become the master of persuasion. Okay, this one is something you want to do. So persuasion means what? Means that you are master of selling, you can influence others. Because of that, you're good in selling, and then you can get promotion faster because you know how to influence others to think your way. Okay, so why this is important? Because in period, how many of you here learned Shiman before, by the way? Okay, Shiman, there are 10 deities. One of the deities that good in persuasion is surging snake. Okay, so now I think probably you're already thinking or you're curious about whether you are surging snake or not, right? So how do you tell whether you are or not? Is from here. So your Bata chart, I want you to zoom in into Shiman Destiny Palace section here. This session here, and then I want you to actually look into this one. Okay. All right. So is it a snake? No. All right. So it's not a snake, right? So for you, how many of you are snake? Okay, great. So naturally, you have this persuasion skill. Yeah, this is important. Some people might call this also, I would say, reality distortion. Yeah, after listening to you, suddenly they change their mind. Okay, so I think this is something is pretty good. And I met one before. This is very powerful one. Yeah, they're good influencing. Yeah, let me share with you this story. I shared with some of you before. Yeah, this is very interesting. This happened like 5 years ago, right? When I want to buy a new car, then I have two choices that time. I'm considering I should buy a Mercedes or BMW. Yeah, I don't know which one. So I went to BMW showroom first, and then I got the brochures. Okay, so I take a look at it, and then of course they'll try to ask me to buy the car. I say wait for a while. I need to do some suggestion first. All right. So I go to a Mercedes showroom. Okay. So when I go to a Mercedes showroom, then the girl saw me looking at the car. When I actually then the sales girl say, that obviously she can see what I'm holding at time is a brochure. And then, of course, because she's a Mercedes salesperson, right? So, of course, she asked me to buy a Mercedes. And then she asked me one question and says, sir, with due respect, do you actually have a Facebook account? Then I say, of course, right? I mean, who don't, right? So I have one. Then I say, did you actually browse through any event you browse through the wall of your friend posting and you discover certain photos actually showing a car parking on the disabled parking lot? Even though the driver is not a disabled person, but because he don't have other space, he parked on the disabled parking lot. Have you seen those pictures or not? I say yes. Right? Yes, of course. I saw it before someone posted. How many of you saw that before? So some of your friends posted certain inconsiderate driver. They park on a disabled parking lot. Right? Okay. So since she asked me that question, I say, of course, yes, right? I recall this. And also I want to recall what type of car they are driving. She asked me this question. Then she said that 90% of them are BMW. Oh my God. Right? Is it true? I don't think so. Right? But somehow she just changed. She associate BMW driver is someone that is very inconsiderate. Is this powerful or not? I know it's not true. I know this is a marketing tactic, but I just cannot unhear it. Is done. The sales is done. It just happened. Even though I tell myself Iverson, this is not true, right? She's bluffing. Yeah, I know she's bluffing though. Yeah, because we cannot just discriminate the driver just because they drive certain car. I know every logical reason. I know she is manipulating me, but I just cannot erase that association with me. Is this powerful? She don't even sell me that which engine is more powerful, what are the specifications, nothing. And then the sales just happen. If this is not surging state, I don't know what it is. Okay. Yichua also say you saw another BMW. Okay. All right. Now, I want you to relate back, right? So if someone said something to you and you try to recall back, wow, it just happened like that. Yeah, I suspect she's a snake. The most powerful part is I know she's manipulating, yet I know it. I know she's a great person, a great salesperson. She's manipulating. She's actually distort the information, but somehow I end up still buying the Merc. Okay. So I also don't know why. You ask me how come? I even tell myself, I was saying, cannot be like that, You're a logical person, she's manipulating. But somehow I don't know. Something changed. Something just shift. Yeah, my pattern of thinking just changed that way. I think her surging state is very powerful. Powerful than mine. Okay. Yeah. So, and if you're in period 9, yeah, so this is super important. So is surging state. Let's say, how many of you are surging state type with me? Because surging state in period 9 is powerful. Okay. All right. Great. Nice. So I think the first thing you need to actually improve is your ability to sell. It doesn't matter whether you're a salesperson or not, right? So, and how many of you are not surging state and you feel not so happy right now? Okay. All right, great. So now, can I show you something? At least you can do something to get yourself prepared for period 9. Do you want it? I can show you something. Yeah, to make you guys happy again instead of crying. I saw some of you typing the crying icon there already. Some of you depressed. Some of you cannot sleep at night. Some of you want to slap your spouse. Wow, that is a bit extreme, right? Well, so never mind. I think he deserves you. Okay. Now, so now, in order to install this energy, if you're not surging state, you can use the annual chart to do it. Yeah, so let me show you this. Yeah, this is a annual chart here. Yeah, of achievement. And do you know, can you figure out where is the snake is? It's in the north, right? Do you see in the north there's a snake here? Yeah, so this snake is powerful or not? Yes, it's powerful. Yeah, because this one is come with a red structure here, got falling but into formation, which means that whatever you say, people also believe you effortlessly, and then we have a heart. People feel that you're logical, you make sense even though you're not. So just simply talk also can, you know. So therefore, these are the sector you want to be in. So what you need to do is like this. This one only valid for 1 year. So I want to do a manifestation by backing to the north direction. Yeah, backing to the north. And then you just make a command, increase my persuasion power. That's it. Or you say, my persuasion power improve day by day. Yeah, train me to become the master of persuasion. Cannot. Okay. Yeah, this one is not every time you get see a surging stick with a flying bird, but this year you have this. So get yourself prepared. Install a little bit energy first. Yeah, because this energy will expire by 1 year. But at least you can become good within a year, right? You still can. It's good enough for now. Okay, do you want this? Do you want this this achievement diagram? Do you want this? Okay, all right. So the team here just sent it to the Telegram channel. Do you see it on the Telegram channel right now? Yes. Yeah. So they already sent it to you for your reference. So and you can use it. Yeah. So if you don't have my Telegram channel or you haven't followed yet, so on the screen there's a QR code and then there's a link there. You just click on it and then you're going to get this document. Yeah. So you can study the chart. So this one is for those who is not, you don't have the snake, but you want to increase this ability at least for 1 year first. Yeah, because this is an annual chart. Okay. All right. So these are the, okay. Jackie Lau asks, do I need to count 64 to 1? If you're someone think a lot, yes. So the 64 to 1 is just to calm down your mind. Okay, some of you say, but mine is achieved in the north. Don't worry, because this one is for those person that want to use the snake. All right, if you already have the snake, then you don't need to use this. Agree or not? All right, of course, you'll be something different. Yeah, so that one is the year chart. So only valid for 1 year, you back to the north, and then you just ask those questions. Yeah, back to the north direction. Okay, all right, clear? Are you clear on this? Okay, how often? Every day until you're good with it. Okay, every morning after food. Joking. The after food part, I'm joking, all right? As if like you're taking medicine. This is normally what the doctor tell you, right? This is you eat this after food. Yeah, the after food is the joke. You can do it before food. But make sure you brush your teeth first, all right? You do the manifesting, then you smell your own breath, right? Then you cannot focus, or maybe you faint. So better not. Okay, recommended to brush your teeth first after you wake up. Okay, all right. So this is the one that you want to actually look into. So this is not the exhaustive list, but I think this one will get you actually started, you know, to embrace the path of this period 9 here. Okay, so now I want to talk about something about the winning secret of to success of period 9. You want to know more about this? What is the winning secret? Okay, so now the secret words is like this. Your success in period 9 happens in 2023. Okay, happens in 2023. So make sure you are well prepared in 2023, even though everyone tells you period 9 starting in 2024. Remember, it has to be speed. Yeah, if you forget everything else, I say, remember one thing. Yeah, it's starting on 2023. Depends on what your preparation, because what you do this year, you brought forward to next year. So let me tell you why. In Bazi, the transition time is normally a year before. Yeah, the actual one. So for period 9 transition, actually where the energy start to ignite, it will be actually this year, 2023, and it will happen. This is the month chart. Yeah, what I just show you right now is the month chart for 2023. Yeah, this is not your Bazi chart. This is a month chart. So, and the month chart, like, let me ask you first. In Li Gua is what element among the 5 elements? Which is Li Gua represent? Okay, fire, right? Okay, if you trace here, if you trace the elements here, do you realize that starting May 6 here, the fire on top and then there's a fire below is a pure fire, right? So as highlighted on the screen right now, do you see this? So which means that these are the time the opportunities make its appearance. This is a time you should start preparing yourself. Okay? And now I'm telling you, a lot of people think it's next year, right? No, that's why I tell the secret is in the 6th of May, this month here. So it's very important what you do within this until 5th of June. Right? The time range is between 6th of May until 6th of June 2023 here. So now, what animal sign you see in this column? Can you see what animal sign is this? Okay, great. So in how many of you here, your Nobleman star is snake? Have the word me. Okay, great. So this time, I would say that it's important, yeah, for you to actually, because you have opportunity in period 9 happen in a form of nobleman. You might meet someone that can help you and change your course of your direction of your destiny in this month. Okay, not all of you here have the snake as the nobleman, right? So if you have it, then it is great. Yeah, because it's sort of like the opening of period 9. This part here, a lot of people don't know about this. Okay, how do you know whether your snake is a nobleman? If your day master is a rainwater or quay water, then your nobleman is your snake, is the snake. If I remember correctly. Yeah, sometimes I cannot remember. Oh, already. Okay. Okay, can you confirm? Is it? I think it's supposed to be. I think it's yes, it's a yang water and quay water. Nice. All right. So now, some of you don't have, right? So, but this pillar here also can represent a hexagram. Yeah, if you don't have, at least you know what to do here. You want to know what to do or not? This hexagram is called the small livestock. If you learn Yi Jing before, yeah, each hexagram you tell something. Okay, so this small livestock hexagram means that during this time, I want you to understand, because it's called small livestock, it's the wind trigram on top of heaven. You say that small thing leads to big things. So you say that this time is not about doing a bold decision, like you want to invest like 10 million, not the kind of thing, but it's a great time to plan for long term. Okay, so gentle is a key because it's a wind trigram on top. Gentle. Yeah, don't make a bold and rash decision this time. So it's about, the keyword here is gentle. Yeah, this applies to everyone. Okay, so and this is the right time for you to refine your existing abilities and develop new skill. Yeah, this is what the small livestock hexagram means. Okay, so which means that focus on small wins, and by a lot of accumulation, and then you end up to get big things. It's not the time to plan for short-term plan, but more on long-term. Yeah, what you want to be in next 10 years or 20 years. So start something from there. Okay, like some of you just now say you have certain problems, right? Be it financial problems or be it whatever problem you're having. I want to ask yourself a question. If you do nothing about it, in 5 years or 10 years time, yeah, who will you become? When you look yourself in the mirror that time, who are you seeing? Are you a happy person that time? Yeah, or you're not? Who are with you that time? Are you looking older, less energy, or you're vibrant, full of vitality? Okay, that is a long-term thinking. Okay, so this one apply to everyone, regardless whether your snake is your nobleman or not. Yeah, there are much more you can derive from here, but these are the two things I want you to learn first. Okay, all right, great. So this one, this one is quite interesting, and this I leave it to you. Yeah, because I didn't tell this to everyone. Yeah, not a lot of people know about this. Yeah, people keep thinking it's the 4th of February next year. No, it's starting. Yeah, the month of May. Okay, so now Yeah, this lead to one question to move forward here. I want to ask you, if you have a choice, you want to choose a default destiny, or you want to choose a so-called the altered destiny. Yeah, which means that you upgraded with period 9. Okay, so what is the difference here? Altered destiny means that you combine, you take advantage of the time cycle. What do I mean by this is like this. You see, during pandemic, people cannot go out, right? For the last 2 years, that time, people cannot go out. So they cook at home most of the time because eating order via Uber Eats or Grab food is expensive in long run, right? So therefore, if you're selling cooking utensils like wok, pan, frying pan, or whatever, don't you think you see a lot of opportunities? Right? Because the cycle is helping you, right? So if you are selling face masks during that time, even you're the most dumbest person in the world, will you make a lot of money? By chance, you just happen that you sell face masks. Yes. Okay. So, and you also notice that when people stay at home, they feel stagnant. They have no growth. Therefore, in order to feel that they're learning something more, they want to improve themselves. They are end up searching for what? Online courses. So if you're online course provider, don't you think a lot of opportunities come to you? Right? So another way I'm telling you, even your partner doesn't stated that you have these opportunities, but the cycle tells you otherwise. That's what I call altered destiny, because you take the benefit of the cycle that we are in. Yeah, so that's why the cycle we are going to enter is what? Period 9. And then now we're already in end of April, right? So it's just like a week from now, we'll go through the 6th of May. Yeah, not very far from now. Okay, so now, and now a lot of people know about this because even in metaphysics group, so people don't talk much about period 9. Yeah, it used to be. Yeah, the people don't talk about, even because I would say track to like 5 years ago, right? If you talk about period 9, no one know about it. No one know. They say what you're talking about. So that time, even in the metaphysics group, some of them might heard about it. Even they know it, they don't care. Yeah, because for them, if no people talking about it, mean it's not important. So that is the time back then, this is very long time ago. So let me show when is that. This is a chart here. Remember, there are two waves in period 9. 2017 is one. So around 2017, yeah, that time, this is the first wave of period 9. This one first wave being is not real. Is not real, which means it's a trailer. It's a preview of period 9. Okay, do you guys get this? Right, the first wave, just like you start to see things changing. Remember, I told everyone just now, period 9, women will become powerful, right? Do you actually heard about or you know about in 2017, there are Me Too movement happening, right? Where the group of females, yeah, there goes against all this sexual harassment to protect the female. That happened in 2017. That's how it created, right? And then there are all the things that used to be swept under the carpet now is revealed. Then they find all these issues out, right? So it's on the first wave. Yeah, it's on the first wave that is a preview of it. So in 2017, yeah, that is a time because I resigned from my job in 2016, late 2016. And then 2017, I discovered a lot about period 9. So that time, there are no so-called research. Yeah, there are no research or information available, because when I try to look online, yeah, not a lot of people talk about it. Yeah, so I cannot see any simple information. So I do my own research, my own understanding, and I try to apply on myself. So there are a few things I apply on. What kind of career strategy I should approach? That's one. And also, I also fix my house feng shui according to period 9 principles. So, and after 2017, it will take some time, right, to take effect. So 2017 passed, and then 2018. So by the mid of 2018, the time when I looking back, right, I have 10 times my net worth. Yeah, at that time, I see, hey, this thing really working, And then I start to see, the thing I'm doing gaining traction. So then that time, people start to pay a little bit attention. They ask me, hey, Iverson, yeah, what do you do? Right? What do you do about it? You keep talking about pyramid. All these people that used to ignore me, they say, you don't know what you're talking about. They say, what do you do? Okay, I say, maybe I think it's the right time for me to teach it because I cannot teach something that I don't apply on myself first. Fair? Right? I has to eat my own cooking first, right? So 2017, the time I'm not ready to teach, but hey, I start to see results. Then I say, maybe I should actually see who is interested of learning all this. So because that time, no one talk about it, right? No one know it. So I got a lot of resistance from a lot of teachers in metaphysics field. They say, Iverson, what are you teaching? I say, no one will go to learn from this. Yeah, even all the practitioner not talking about it. Why you're doing this? Yeah, but of course, I get discouraged a little bit, but I say, I don't care. I got a feeling I had to do this. Right. So, and then they say, Iverson, even you do this, no one going to attend your class. You say, right? Because you're just this information is not popular, which in fact is true. Because when I do online search in 2019 as well, all this information are non-existent. I said, but inside me, I don't know why. There's a gut feeling I want to actually teach this, and yeah, with God blessing, yeah, and this is the first period 9 class that I actually teach in 2019. Okay, yeah. So this is also thank you for the first team here that support me. This one I did it in Malaysia because that time Zoom is not popular. So those people, some of them are from overseas. They need to fly in, to attend this. Yeah. So this is the first batch here. I think some of you are here. I'm not sure. How many of you in the first batch? Okay. That time is this is pre-pandemic, before pandemic happened. Okay. So wow, great. So then after that, thank you. Yeah, thank you for support. I think you're the first one who believe in me before I even believe in myself. And because that time I just do it. Because someone tell me maybe you only got one student. It frightened me a little bit. Yeah, because but I just do it. So thank you for all of you here supporting me. And then after that, in the same year, I did the same program here from Singapore. Right. So this is the Singapore group here. Yeah, so this is what I did. I share with the information with them, and thank you for them to attend as well. So some of you missed that. Okay, so now you know this is how my story. Yeah, because after 2 years of practicing since 2017, until here, then that's the time I got a lot of info. I put it in a half there. So I realized that, we have reached to the pinnacle or the tipping point of the first wave. So, and the second wave, which starting on 2024, is much more powerful. It much more deadly year. So I would say making a lot of impact. That's why I say it is important to focus on the second wave right now. So the second wave, the one key you need to master first is financial crisis. So my question to all of you here is, are you prepared for the second wave of period 9 or not? Why this important? Let me tell you, I can ask this question anytime, right? Next year or even 5 years from now. But why I choose to ask this question now is because in 2023 is the transition to period 9. Okay, so which means that things are not stable. They're still in chaotic stage. So just like you're working in a company and then the company go through a full reorg right now. So they have not firm yet which position to occupy who is a talent in the company. So don't you think that time is an opportunity when the rules is not fixed yet? Right? It's a time for you to propose what role you want, what you can contribute. Agree or not? Yeah, during chaotic situation, that's where opportunities occur. So if you wait until 2024, then it already stabilized. So which means everyone already have their own role. For you to apply for that role, you might need that person to resign first, because the role already filled up. So therefore, 2023 is, we call this emptiness year. Yeah, that's why do you notice a lot of big change happening this year? Yeah, we start with what? Yeah, the Silicon Bank, and then so many things happen. So it's sort of like a chaotic situation happening. Yeah, so nowadays we're talking about AI replacing people's job. So many things, moving from different direction. That's why we call emptiness. There are no rules. People don't know what's happening yet. They're still observer right now. So if you want to make change, tell me which period you want to make changes. Emptiness period or stabilization period? Okay. Now, nice. Emptiness. Okay. All right. Great. So, and because why this is important? Because what you do in 2023 will determine your destiny for the next 20 years. So, and of course, there will be a way. Yeah. What if you know a way? How do you maneuver period 9 with strategy? Would you like to learn more about this? Yeah, based on all the experience and that I've gone through since 2017. So if you're interested, I'm going to invite you to my new program here. It's called the Big Reset. It's called the Ultimate Success Blueprint of Period 9. Okay, so this would be this program here would be a online program. So which means that you can actually you can save you a lot of costs from flying into here. So this focus purely on second wave of period 9 is a framework to succeed in period 9 for the next 20 years. So since this is conducted via live stream, yeah, even you're from the state right now, yeah, you can join us. We're going to do this via Zoom. And the thing here is I'm going to do this once. Normally I don't like to repeat the same program again. So therefore, and if you want to learn this, yeah, these are the time to do so. Okay. So how many of you here are already enrolled for this? Type it with me. So many of you. Okay, great. Okay, nice. So for some of you want to attend this, you haven't enrolled yet. Yeah, let me show you the investment price here. So the investment price is $997 US dollar if you enroll today. And why this is so important? Because this is a once in a lifetime opportunities. Because if you miss this part here, then you need to wait until period 1, another 20 years. That one is not a big reset. It's a different team. Yeah. So, and then also a chance to reset your destiny of this. And also you can unlock the period 9 prosperity as well. Okay. So now this is for who? Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah, it's for, it might not be right for you, you know. So for someone who having setbacks, okay, if you're having setbacks in your career or your financial aspect or something not doing well, then probably you can look into this to see what you can do on it. Okay, but let's say you are not having setbacks right now, but you're doing okay, but you are lack of direction. Yeah, what to do next? How many of you here are lack of direction? You want to know what to do in period 9 and all these things. All right, so then that would be something you are suitable for you. And then some of you, you know the direction, yeah, but you fear of unknown. Yeah, you know what to do, but you don't know whether that one is better than your current one. You don't know which path will lead to a greater achievement. Okay, so it could be this. And finally, is maybe you are doing well right now, everything is smooth, but you feel stagnant right now because you've been achieving success. It seems it's like you're hitting a plateau right now. You want another breakthrough. Okay, it could be in your career, right? You stay in a company as a leadership position for quite some time. Now you're wondering, you know, is that all there is, or there's maybe something more? Okay, so this is then I want you to pay attention to this program here. So now, what you need to do here is, the next question here is, can I actually learn this or not? So don't worry, because this how I created this system is I'm going to create in a way that, you know, you're going to actually, there's a step-by-step framework for you to thrive in period 9. So even you're beginner, you just need to follow the steps, right? You will not be any challenge for you, even you don't know anything about metaphysics. So I call this a winning framework for period 9. You're going to learn. So there are 4 things you can learn from here. Okay, so I'm going to, first of all, I want to start with Parzer, because Parzer is for you to survive, right? You make enough money to survive. So you want to make sure your chart is upgraded to period 9, your Parzer chart. Therefore, we call this wealth, career, business expansion for period 9. And the second one we're going to talk about here is this. Feng Shui for period 9. Remember, Feng Shui is about what? It's about luck, right? So therefore, in period 9, the way you apply Feng Shui will be different. So therefore, you need to know how to adjust your house Feng Shui to get external help and support. Okay, you're going to learn how to apply hybrid Feng Shui as well. So the third thing here is this, Qi, right? So I'm going to talk about Qi for period 9 as well, because Qi is about winning, right? How do you actually get to what you want? Yeah, increase your chances, achievement. And finally, this will not complete if you don't know Yi Jing for period 9, because in the end, it's about whether you feel happy, you feel fulfilled or not. Yeah, so do you enjoy? Do you enjoy your life? Yeah, not just about making money. It's about, appreciating life and appreciate some person that is important to you in your life. Okay, so these are the 4 things that I'm going to talk about in this period 9 program here, this online program. So now let me share with you. You can benefit from this program even you are beginner. Okay, now, how many of you here would like to enroll for this? For those who haven't enrolled, type the word me. Okay, great. So if you want to enroll today, the team here actually I open the slot again for all of you here as an appreciation of attending today's webinar. So instead of investing 997, all you need to invest is only 497 for this program. If you are interested, you want to be part of this big family to thrive in period 9, this is the link here, joeyup.com/period 9. Okay, great. So do you realize one thing? The date here is 27 and 28 May, right? So that's the reason I do this class during May. Remember just now I showed you, what is happening in the month of May, right? It's the time, the period 9 energy is coming. Remember there's 1 month, right? So pure fire pillar, right? Just now, that's the reason. A lot of people ask, Iverson, why you do it in May, not in June or July? That's the reason. You need to align back to the timing or the month of period 9, because it's a pure fire pillar and the thing fire already appear on top. This is the most important part. Okay, all right, great. So I think the team, Desmond and Teresa, already posted the link there. Just click on the link and get yourself enrolled to secure this program for 497. And all right, so one more thing here is like this. To encourage you to sign up today, right, to benefit from this information, there'll be a super bonus that come with today for today enrollment. So what is this super bonus? Super bonus normally is a topic that I normally didn't share in public. So it's sort of like a secret information that I use it for myself and also for my private client. So, but if you enroll today, you're going to have a secret bonus of a webinar. Another webinar is called Rock Wealth Specialist. So it's called Advanced Sparta Training. Why I call Rock Wealth Specialist? Because a lot of time people don't like Rock Wealth. They're thinking Rock Wealth is about losing money, is a bad start. Actually, it's not. You can use it in a different way. So therefore, I want to train all of you here to become Rock Wealth Specialist. So every time you see a Rock Wealth, you need not to be afraid. Do you like this or not? I taught this one, I think a few years back, and we received overwhelming response for it. And I upgrade the syllabus. That's why I call this 2.0. I saw some of you asking why it's a 2.0 there, right? Because I taught this once, I think 5 years ago. But the world changed drastically. So there you go. So some of you ask, if I'm not able to make it, right? So do I got the replay? Yes, there'll be a 7 days replay for the main program and also the bonus as well. Each of that, you will get a 7 days replay if you cannot make it to the actual date. But of course, I hope you can make it to the date, right? Because you can interact with me, you can ask questions. That'd be great. Okay, do you like this bonus? This Rock Wealth Specialist bonus? This is due to popular demand, because I asked a group of people, they say, if you want to learn something from me, which part of it? And then most of them, they actually do this, they select Rock Wealth. Because they're used to afraid of this. Okay, great. So now, can I actually offer you one more bonus if you sign up today? But this one, I need to be strict here. Yeah, this one is a limited bonus because the team just opened a slot, another 30 slot for registration. If you enroll today, you'll get, beside the Rockwell specialist, on top of that, you get another bonus that is called mitigating negative elements in your parcel. Right? Because I discover a lot of people, they are overly worried about like death and emptiness in their chart, missing elements, and a clash, what is the real meaning of it? Right? So how do you actually mitigate it if needed? Yeah, these are the topic that I didn't share with public because some of them, they're too new. They might be too afraid to hear about the word clash and everything. Yeah, but I think that the more we know about it, then the less fearful of it because now we know the true meaning of it. Do you want to learn this or not? Yeah, mitigating the some of them could be a missing element, or you don't have nobleman star in your chart, yeah, or you go through a death and emptiness. And if some of you here already enrolled earlier on, you will get this new bonus as well. Because I saw Kai Shin ask this question, right? So whoever enrolled earlier on, some of you even enrolled before I launched this program. Yeah, some of them they're really a great supporter. They have faith in me. So no matter that you enroll before, you will get this bonus. Yeah, I promise you, you're gonna get this. Okay. Yeah, because I reward people that actually act fast. Period 9, right? Yeah, those who enroll early on, you're going to get this. Okay, great. So let me summarize this for you. So you're going to get this big reset program for 2 days live stream. This is the ultimate success blueprint for period 9. Yeah, second wave especially. And then the next, the bonus you're going to get here is the Rock Wealth Specialist 2.0, and you also get another limited bonus named Mitigating Negative Elements in your parcel. So in total, you want to purchase this as standalone. In total will be 1,591. But you want to get everything today. Instead of paying 1,591, you only need to invest 497. This gives you around 68% saving. Okay, if you want to do this, there will be the link, and then you can get the link, and then you can enroll for this program here. All of this above just for 497. Okay, and one thing here I need to remind you here that there's a limited slot. Yeah, because we are using a Zoom platform to do the online. They have a different tier hosting. So now we're already almost near the capacity of our current enrollment. So it might be run out of slot very soon, right? So if you want to do this, then these are the time to enroll for this. Okay, great. So this, I hope you like this offer here. Do you like this offer? Right, the bonuses as well. Okay, all right, great. So there you go. So this, to let you know, I'm going to focus a lot in the second wave in the period 9 energy. So this is the everything you're going to get here. And if you want to look at it in a longer term, so you want to divide the investment into 1 year. So you only need to spend $1.40 per day. Yeah, what can you buy from $1.40, right? A cup of coffee. But to exchange for a knowledge how to thrive in the next 20 years. All right, I leave it to you. Okay, which one is more important? Okay, I hope you're going to actually join us. Yeah, some of you ask where to go, so let me show the screen again. This is the link, joeyup.com/period9 to get all this. So be quick so you can get the first 30, then you can get both bonuses, Rock Wealth and the mitigating negative elements in your parcel. Okay, great. So do you enjoy today's webinar? Yeah, do you learn a lot? Does it actually give you a lot of ideas what to do in period 9? Yeah, it's not that scary, right? A lot of people talk about period 9. Actually, you can do so many things. Yeah, just pay attention to the keywords I mentioned just now, and then come up with a lot of business idea, what to do, and so many things. Okay, but I always believe that, if you think this is important, you must learn it with a system, with a framework, so you get everything, not just get one part of it. Okay, so I'm looking forward to see all of you here in the big reset program, and it'll be fantastic. We're having a blast, and it'll be a form of a class, so it'll be a structured method of learning it. And I want to train all of you here to become period 9 specialists. You want to become period 9 specialists? Yes, right, for 20 years, right? And you can use this information later on to guide someone. Now, some of you want to be a consultant, right? You want to train yourself so you can do a lot as a side gig. Why not become a period 9 specialist? Yeah, then you help more people. All right, great. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining me for the last 2 hours. And you can choose to be anywhere you want, but you chose to be here. Stay with me for the next 2 hours. Deeply appreciated. And I wish all of you here all the best, right? Hope to see you in our big reset program, or otherwise, maybe in our next event or in person, maybe, you know. So no matter, I wish all of you here great success and stay healthy. I'm Iverson Lee. Keep in touch. Bye-bye.